Your comfort zone is holding you back. We hear it everywhere. Be uncomfortable. Step outside of your comfort zone. If you want to grow, you need to get uncomfortable. Now, this advice sounds great. Everyone wants to grow and be better. But this advice is wrong. Your comfort zone is not holding you back. In fact, your comfort zone is actually helping you, and it's helping you greatly. Your comfort zone is a good thing. It's only when you leave your comfort zone that bad things happen. What if I told you that your comfort zone is actually a safe place and it is protecting you from danger? What if I told you that it was a good thing? Now, some of you might be thinking, well, then what's all this about getting outside of your comfort zone? Well, that's a very good question, and I'm gonna answer that for you. But let me first tell you why your comfort zone is such a wonderful, beautiful thing before we talk about why sometimes you do have to leave it. Okay, so imagine for a second that you are a baby bird. You are in your nest and you are perfectly safe. Your mom and dad are around. They keep you warm. They feed you. And for a baby bird, life couldn't be any better than being in that nest. That is your bird's equivalent of a comfort zone. And this baby bird is really enjoying its comfort zone. But one day the baby bird looks over the edge of the nest and sees all of these other birds flying around. Flying looks like fun. Flying looks like an adventure. And so the baby bird decides to spread its wings and fly. So the baby bird leaves its comfort zone. And guess what happens? The baby bird falls out of the nest and gets hurt. Now obviously in this scenario, the mother bird or the father bird, they aren't going to just sit there and watch their baby bird slowly bleed out on the ground. No, of course not. Mom and dad, they rush to the baby bird and care for it. They feed it, they keep it warm, they make sure that it's okay. And after a while, once the baby bird has healed up, the parents start telling the baby bird, hey, you need to spread your wings again. You need to try to fly again. And the baby bird is like, no, I'm good. I don't want to fly. I don't want to leave the nest. I'm good here. So now, what do you think the baby bird's parents do in this situation? Do they force the baby bird out of the nest? Of course not. No, instead, they stay with the baby bird. They protect the baby bird. They give the baby bird everything it needs. They help the baby bird heal and recover emotionally and physically from its trauma. This story is obviously an analogy for humans. We all have our own metaphorical nests. And the truth is, we don't want to leave those nests either. When we leave our metaphorical nests, when we decide to pursue our dreams or take risks or do anything that could potentially be perceived as dangerous, we open ourselves up to pain, suffering, emotional trauma, mental trauma, financial loss, all kinds of things that we would rather avoid. The problem with modern society is that it tells us to just go and do it anyway. Oh, just go and take the risk even though you feel like you might fall and die. Just go and chase your dreams even though you might fail and look like a loser in front of everyone. Just go and put yourself out there even though it might get ugly. There is nothing wrong with wanting to avoid pain and suffering. And honestly, that's something that we should all be doing more often. If someone says, hey, why don't you go and jump off this cliff? I'll catch you. You shouldn't jump off that cliff because if they drop you, then you're dead. And I know people are gonna type in the comments section right now, but you can catch me. Yeah, whatever. You can say that all you want. But the reality is, you shouldn't trust that person catching you. You shouldn't put your faith in them. You should not put yourself in that position. And the same goes for your dreams and your goals. Why should you expose yourself to all of this unnecessary risk? You don't need to. You can stay in your metaphorical nest and you can be happy. You can have a good life. You can live comfortably. You can be safe. You don't need to go and take risks. In fact, taking risks is a foolish thing to do. And this idea that you should always take risks, it's dangerous. It's detrimental. It holds people back more than it helps them. Risky behavior is one of the leading causes of death and destruction around the world. People die every single day from risky behavior. People lose their limbs from risky behavior. People suffer from risky behavior. Risky behavior destroys families. Risky behavior ruins lives. You don't have to be reckless. You don't have to engage in risky behavior. This whole concept of leaving your comfort zone, it's based on the false premise that doing so will help you. You don't have to believe this. You don't have to go and throw your life away. You don't have to go and put yourself in harm's way. You don't have to do it. You can stay in your metaphorical nest and you will be protected. You will be safe. You can continue to play it safe. You can continue to avoid risk. And even if you never achieve your wildest dreams, your life will still have meaning and value. Even if you never achieve your goals, your life will still be good and you will still be happy. The fact of the matter is, you don't need anything that you don't already have. You do need to go and achieve your dreams to prove that you are worthy of love and respect and happiness. You already have all of that inside of you right now. You already are worthy of love and respect and happiness. You know who I really wish did this? Tom Morris. Tom Morris was a guy who wanted to see how far he could push the human body. So he decided to go on a 1,600-mile walk across America. And during his walk, he decided that he wasn't gonna sleep at night. He was just gonna walk and walk and walk. And unfortunately, Tom got murdered during his trek. Tom could have just stayed in his nice little house, stayed in his comfort zone, and lived a nice, comfortable life. But no, he had to go and do something crazy, and he paid the ultimate price. He left his comfort zone and he died. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but Steve, Tom's death was caused by another human being. You can't control everything. Well, that's true. But think about what Tom was trying to do. Was it worth dying for? Was it worth getting murdered for? Not really. Tom would have been better off staying in his comfort zone. I know you may disagree with me, but think about it. What kind of life were Tom's parents living that they raised a son who would intentionally put himself in danger? Would Tom have been better off just staying home? Yes. Would his parents be better off if they didn't raise a son who went on stupid walks? Absolutely. You don't have to be reckless. You don't have to chase your dreams. You don't have to go and take risks. You can stay in your comfort zone, and that is okay. You can choose to be safe. You can choose to be cautious. You can choose to play it smart. You can choose to use your head instead of putting yourself in danger. If you choose to take risks, then that is on you. Don't let anyone else pressure you into doing something that you don't want to do. And if you choose to play it safe and stay in your comfort zone, then that is also okay. There is no right answer here. All I ask is that you think about this before you go out there and start chancing it all. Think about whether or not it's really worth it. Ask yourself, am I doing this for myself, or am I doing this because society tells me that I should? Now, if you liked this video, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, thanks.